We are at Stella Mare RV Resort in Galveston, Texas. You come in, wide open roads, very nice, smooth roads.
You are right across the street from the beach. Like right over there is the beach.
Beautiful campground. Landscaping is nice, the palm trees. I just love the palm trees. Palm trees just make me happy.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on another RV Resort Report. We are out in Galveston, Texas. It is very hot out right now. You see we have long sleeve shirts. We also have jeans on. There's a reason for that. Very important part of this video. You're going to want to stay to the end. We're going to give you a full resort report on where we're staying.
We're going to break this down into our must-haves, like to haves, as we always do, bonuses, deal breakers. So the first one is must-haves, and we always talk about location. So first of all, let's tell you where we are. We are at Stella Mare RV Resort in Galveston, Texas. This is right on Seawall Boulevard, so you're kind of in the middle of a lot of things. There's tons to do in Galveston area. Actually, yesterday we drove into Houston, which is only 45 minutes to where we went to the Houston Space Center. You're close to a lot of things, very touristy area, a lot going on, easy to get here as well. The next thing that we'd like to talk about is site sizes and getting in and out of the property. So getting into the property is very easy, well marked, large sign at the front. You come in, wide open roads, very nice, smooth roads. You pull right up to the office, you're able to easily check in. Everything here is concrete. We'll talk about leveling and things like that, but let's have Izzy show you our site.
So we are on site 192. This is a large site. Everything is bigger in Texas. That's what they say. And this site is no different. So you can see right from the entry of the site, look how much room we have from the entry to the Tahoe. And then let's continue. We continue walking down the passenger side. We have some space between the Tahoe and Stella, 44 feet. You see how much space is here. And then still continuing how much space we have. We do have space in between, a little bit of grass. Let's continue to the rear just to show you how much space we have. You still have enough here. If you want to put a car across, you can do that. 192 is our site. Full hookups, water, 20, 30, 50 amp, sewer, everything is here. Talk about our next must-haves, level sites. These sites are very level. They're off by like 1.5 inches. You never really get totally level sites because you do need drainage. Talk about cell signal. Very good on T-Mobile. 683 down, 576 up.
That's crazy.
We are uploading, downloading very quickly. Again, that's using the Chester main event. AT&T is a little bit slower. That's about 283 down, 20.6 up. We did speed test with both. Now they do offer Wi-Fi here. I tried to connect. It wasn't very good. I don't know where, depending on the position. We normally don't use Wi-Fi at campgrounds. We have our own setup.
And the last must-have is allow pets. A lot of people travel with their pets. They do allow dogs here. We see quite a few people walking their dogs around. Now let's move into our like-to-haves. Now our like-to-haves one is full hookups. And yes, every site here has full hookups. It's great. Everything's working well. Another thing is space between sites. Now, there are a lot of sites in this campground, so they are relatively close, but you do have your own space to move.
Next, like to have two things. Not a lot of overhang. Really, you have some palm trees here. Nothing is hanging over the motorhome. Now, if you like shade, it's not here. There's not much shade, but we personally don't like a lot of overhang. Dog parks, I do have 2 dog parks here. They're right at the entry. There's both one for large dogs and one for smaller dogs. Let's talk about some bonuses. There's some pretty significant bonuses at this location. Number one is the location. You are right across the street from the beach. Like right over there is the beach. And you're very close to the seawall. You can drive about half a mile or so and you're right at that 10-mile seawall. So that is a huge bonus.
Right, and on Seawall Boulevard, it's a long road. There's tons of beach area. You have so many restaurants and activities. If you're here with kids, there's so much to do. There's fun centers, there's hotels, there's an amusement pier. The pleasure pier we've been walking there every night. It's beautiful with the sunset. There's little cruises you can take. There's activities galore. So this is a great place because you're right in the middle of it. The next thing is they have a beautiful pool. They have lounge chairs in the pool, nice and clean. I've been watching, they've cleaned it every morning. You have guest houses here. So they have 3, 4 bedrooms in these houses. You can come with a couple families and stay stay. I believe there's 4 of them on the property, and they're beautiful. So obviously those are separate from the RV site. So say you have an RV and you have family that wants to come, you can book an RV site along with the coach house, and that's great.
They do have a store, a camp store. They do have like a little tiki bar kind of overlooking the beach over there.
And I'll add on to that, in the tiki bar area, they have swings that you can look out onto the beach. They have cornhole back there. So there's a lot to do, you know, when that's open in season, a lot you can kind of hang out there.
Here's a big bonus. There is a food truck called 400C. They got really good pizza. So this guy, he imports everything from Italy, makes his own dough. Very good pizza. Very good. We liked it. I might actually get it again one more time.
It was very good.
And super nice guy.
They also have laundry here. They have bathhouses. If you have kids, they have a playground. There's horseshoes. They have a jump pad. There's a wide open field that you can just let your kids run around. It's really, really nice. They have dumpsters in the back so you can dump there. What I like about this is the layout. It's very clear. You have rows, you know, of RVs, and it's condensed. So it's not like a huge place, but you're able to fit a lot of RVs here. Something very cool too, when we got here, I said, they don't have picnic tables on the sites, but they do. They actually, at each site, has a bench that you sit in and then actually can turn the part of the bench and it turns into a picnic table. I've never seen that before, but that was pretty cool. A couple other cool things. Number one, they have a splash pad for kids. So that, you know, on hot days like today, that's awesome. They also have a large pond and you can actually sit. The office is up high, so you have to walk up to the office, but they have benches up there and tables. You can kind of just chairs to sit out and look over this pond and at the beach. It's a absolutely stunning view from up there. And the pond does have alligators. We haven't seen them yet, but we're gonna go take a look. And I saw the other day, I saw a fish just jumping.
Skipping.
It was so, so cool. And then the office too, besides Izzy had mentioned, they have merch and things like you can get coffee in there. They sell ice cream and they also sell frozen margaritas. So if you like to have some of those, they offer that. A lot of different things to snack on too. And then another thing they have here is they do have events. So we're here in October, and for Halloween, they're doing a big RV resort Halloween party.
Let's talk about our deal breakers. First one's going to be breed restrictions. There are no breed restrictions here. That's good. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter for us now, but even that, we don't like patroning places that have breed restrictions.
Right.
So.
We did book this when we did have Bowser, but yes, you can bring all your dogs. The next thing is Google reviews, or their bad reviews. They have a 4.7 Google rating. So, and I would agree, it's a very nice place.
Next two deal breakers, safety, landscaping. Now this is in an open campus. So I would say open campus. However, there are golf carts going around. There's two guys that work here that we've seen. As soon as you come in, they're coming up to you.
Yep.
Making so it feels like a pretty safe area, especially this part of Galveston. So I don't really have any concerns. I wouldn't leave anything out. I would certainly lock it.
Yeah,
but
we never do that.
I don't
anyway.
feel like, you know, you're going to get mugged going to your RV. Landscaping, very nice. Everything's cut. Everything's trimmed.
Beautiful. Palm trees
Clean.
Everywhere. Yeah, I haven't seen any garbage. It's very, very clean. Yeah, I just love the palm trees. Palm trees just make me happy. I don't know why. Put in the comments below. It just feels like you're on vacation when you see palm trees, at least for me. And they're all around the resort.
Next deal breaker are the attitude of campers and just campers in general. Well, we haven't really seen many campers, and we're going to talk about that a little later in this video.
Now let's talk about the attitude of the staff. When we pulled up, we met two of the nicest guys ever on a campground.
They were super nice.
Phil was awesome. I forget the other guy's name. They greeted us on the golf carts and they were so
Give them a raise.
So nice. They were telling us the local restaurants to go to and, you know, all the different places to try, just sat and chatted. They were so nice. Phil definitely made the check-in process really great. And the women in their office, they, you know, every time we went in there, they did their job. One, Christy specifically, she was also recommending different places to go. So that's always very helpful when you go to a place and get recommendations from people that know the area.
Let's talk about the cost to stay here, at least when we're here in October.
For a 5-night stay in October.
On our specific site.
On our site. There's deluxe sites, there's premier sites, premium sites. We're in a premium site, which is all the premium sites are in the center of the resort. And we were here for 5 nights and it works out to $58 a night.
That's a pretty good price for a resort right across the street from the bridge. Now we're at the beach. We're not too familiar with the prices in Galveston in general. Maybe that's super expensive, maybe that's super super cheap. We want your feedback on that down below. But there are a lot of resorts kind of going up and down.
Yes.
The strip here is quite a few here. Now, we're going to talk about, if you stay to the end, we're going to give this an overall score. Our resort reports are a little bit different because this is a resort. It's held to a higher standard. Now, we were invited to stay here by Blue Water, who is the managing company for Stella Mare. So we're going to give you a score based on our experience. Anything 7 or above is good, right?
Yep.
And you would expect that a resort will at least get that. So we discussed this kind of at nauseum about what we should give this. And it's a nice resort, but it has the potential to be so much better. So our score for this resort is a 7.2. And we're going to talk about, it's a good score. It's a good place.
7 and up is good.
We'd 100% come back. There's one major thing, and this might not even apply at different times of the year. We don't know. We're just telling about our experience. You want to talk about the major drawback?
Right. So again, let's talk about the good things. Beautiful campground. Landscaping is nice. The palm trees, the concrete everywhere.
Location.
Location. Right near the beach. Beautifully, just beautifully manicured. The one issue that we had, and this is not all year, is there is a huge mosquito issue at the time that we are here. This is why we haven't stopped moving. So a lot of times
And we're in the sun.
We sit during our reviews, or we hang at the pool, or we do other things. We are continuously walking. We are in long sleeves and jeans, and that has been an issue. Unfortunately, it has affected the campground because at night nobody's outside.
Well, there's nobody out during the day either.
The day too.
It's pretty bad.
People walking their dogs. We did spray, and it's actually pretty. This is the best it's been right now. I don't think we've really gotten any bites, so that's good. But the office did.
Your legs are destroyed.
Oh yeah, well that was from Louisiana, and then kind of picked up a little when we got here. But the office did concur that there is a mosquito issue, and if you Google that, this is a very busy time in this area for mosquitoes. So it is something you want to be aware of when you come here. I would come here in March in a second. I would come here at any time where there's not going to be high mosquito activity.
Or I don't know people that can manage mosquitoes. I don't know anything about that. I know we've been to other resorts and there's no mosquitoes, and there is management for them. So that's just man, it's like disappointing, right? Because we'll leave it at that.
This is a beautiful resort, and we love it. It just, that did hinder our experience just a bit.
So in the comments below, let us know, have you been here? Have you had a different experience? Is that a normal thing in Galveston? I know when we walk by the seawall at night, we weren't getting eaten up by mosquitoes.
Right,
I think it's just different areas. Maybe it's treated different. I don't know. But we want your feedback. We would come back here again, just wouldn't be outside of a lot of mosquitoes. If you like videos like this to the left of us, we'll put our RV campground reviews playlist. We'll also put our RV resort report playlist. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime. We'll see you on the road.